Okay, hi guys, and today we are celebrating Dr. Seuss's birthday. We are going to be drawing two pictures today. The first picture is going to be green eggs and ham. Sam, I am. The second picture will be, of course, the cat in the hat. He knows a lot about that. So the first drawing we're going to do is green eggs and ham. Here we go with our steps, guys. The first step you're going to do is make a C shape, kind of in the middle of your page. Okay, the next step is going to be a little tricky, but I know that you can do this. It's going to be a jelly bean shape, kind of curvy. Okay, and loop it around. Kind of looks like a little jelly belly, doesn't it? If you've ever been to the Jelly Belly factory. The next step is you're going to put a circle in the middle. That's the ham bone. And kind of some lines around it. There you go. Good job. The next step, you're going to make a C shape, a kind of a long curved line, but not the whole length of the ham, just about halfway maybe. You can do that from the bottom as well. Now you're going to continue the line for the ham halfway through that long curvy line. Make another one that curves down. And then you're going to go in the middle of that one and kind of make a great big V shape, almost kind of a squashed V shape. There's our ham. Now, Dr. Seuss kind of has an interesting way of making shading on his drawings. So we're going to kind of make some letter V, some zigzags. You're going to start up, go down, up, down, up. And you're going to get a little bit smaller as you go. A little smaller, and just end it. Okay, there you are, one ham. Well, now we need two eggs, right, everybody? Okay, so let's make a yolk right here. It's kind of an oval, but kind of smashed at the bottom, right? Okay, next step, you're gonna make the whites of the green eggs. And again, we're gonna do the same kind of jelly bean shape. So go down, up, and meet it on the other side. Now let's make our second egg. Over here, down, up, boop, done. Two eggs. Now these eggs can't just be floating. They need to be on a plate. So let's start about halfway up the ham. Make a great big oval for the platter, right? And to meet up, you're going to kind of want to imagine there's a line through that ham, boop, and join up. Okay, now this plate looks mighty flat. We're going to make it look three-dimensional. A short little line here and a short little line there. Now you're going to take your curve and kind of copy it to a second line. Hey, that one turned out pretty good for me. I've been practicing. This is actually my fourth drawing I've done today. So to make the shading that's so important on Dr. Seuss's drawings, you're going to kind of fill in over here, make it look solid. You're going to do the same thing over here. Fill it in a good ways. And then you're going to make straight lines up and down. And then you're going to spread them out a little bit. And then you're going to make little half lines and then stop. Now there's one thing missing that's very, very important if Sam I Am is going to taste this green eggs and ham, and that's the fork. So start on the inside of the ham and make a rainbow shape and then stop at that line. So it's almost like the fork is on both sides of the top of the ham. Now make a straight line through and stop your line right there. There it is. Now there's like a handle on the fork and add a couple of lines of shading. Fantastic work. The next step is always trace with your black marker. Take just a minute. Trace those lines. And if any of your lines you don't like, now's your time to change it. Use your eraser. That's why pencils have erasers. Our zigzags and our beautiful 3D plate here. How many of you have read Green Eggs and Ham in class, huh? My son's name is Sam, and we always called him Sam I Am. Let's get these tasty green eggs done. Have any of you tried real green eggs and ham? Did you like it? Were you like Sam? Remember, let's color it in, and then some lines very close together, and then they spread out, and then they just turn into little half shapes there. All right. All colored in. Normally I would take a minute and erase my pencil lines, right? But this is just to teach you how to draw it. I know that you can know how to do that on your own now. And of course, we need to use green. Green yolks, leave the rest of the egg white. And on the ham, don't color in the ham bone. Leave that white also. Okay, leave that circle in there white. And this is just the beginning of your drawing, you guys. You might want to put Sam I Am's green eggs and ham in a house or with a mouse, in the rain or on a train. Think about all the things we learned about in the book. That's maybe where you might want to put that green eggs and ham. There you go. Good job, everybody. Now let's draw our cat in the hat. Get out another piece of paper. And this one is pretty simple, you guys. I know that you can do this. I believe in you. Let's go ahead and start. The first step is 2 large curved lines. I have my paper facing up and down. Now make a second one that kind of parallels it. This is going to be the brim of his hat. And then you're going to join it with some letter C's. Boop. And a backwards letter C. Boop. No problem. Okay, the next step is going to be one long line. Kind of curved, going up. Okay. Now the top of the hat has kind of a little fold in it. So we're going to make sure that gets included. Make a line about halfway. You're going to dip down with it. Trust me on this. We'll get there, guys. The next step is we're going to keep going and we're going to make the corner of his hat. And stop about halfway. And then I want you to make like a letter 3 almost. It's part of a fold in his hat also. We're going to end it by kind of making almost a jelly bean curve. Again, also kind of like a great big S. Add some curve to it. Good job, everybody. Now he needs stripes, of course. So, one stripe, another stripe. Make sure those stripes are curved. The hat is round, right? It's not flat. And the next stripes we're going to do are going to have everything to do with that letter 3. Go to the bottom of the letter 3 and curve it over. Top of the letter 3 and curve it over. Great job. There's a whimsical cat in the hat. Take your black pen. I think I made my hat a little crooked in the brim, so I'm going to shorten it on this side and make it longer on the other side. And then I'm going to use my eraser and nobody will know. Just you and me. How about that? I'm going to erase, 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 and now it looks more in the middle, in the center. Fantastic. Make your long line on the side. Dip it down just a little. Continue on. Here's our letter 3 and our little curve. I made it a little less when I did my black pen because that's the way I wanted it. And you know what? If you didn't get it right this time, use your pencil eraser. Try again. Start new. That's okay. Trace out these lines with my black marker over and over. All right. Normally I would erase all of the pencil markings, but we're going to get this project done. Lickety split. Well, I can't find my red crayon in here. Here it is. It was just deep down in my 8-count box. Thank you for being patient. Now with this cat in the hat, we're going to do the bottom stripe is going to be red. Long strokes with your crayon. And you can kind of press down a good amount. Don't break your crayon. But you know what? Broken crayons work too. Now let's get this big stripe in the middle. Maybe the next time I draw it, I'll try to make my stripes a little more even. We can always learn while we're drawing. That's okay. I kind of like it. I'll bet the cat in the hat would like it too. And then we're going to color in the top of his hat. How many of you have read The Cat in the Hat? There's even movies of the book or movies that have real life people in it. There's lots of ways to learn about the Cat in the Hat. There's cartoons. The Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that. Okay, the very last step I'm going to show you guys is you're going to take your black marker and you're going to add some shadowing. Remember, we talked about that kind of with green eggs and ham. You can take your black marker and you're going to very, very lightly, shoo, shoo, shoo. See how it kind of fades off? It's not a real solid line. You're going to do that on all the red ones, okay? There you go. There's our cat in the hat, guys. I'm so proud of you. Remember to pause it when you need to and keep practicing, period.